Hi guys, I thought I'd give you a close-up of how this is put together. If you look here, this is a 20-ton bottle jack off of this is a Harbor Freight 20-ton shop press, and I believe I paid $179 for it when I was working on my Jeep. And I've built bumpers, I've pulled axles, I've done everything with this, so it's long lasting. But I've converted it now and I've done this. Now this is a single blade axe head. I don't think I can get any closer. Let me try here. It's, oh, there it is. Just a little bit more. And if you look, what I've done, I took a piece of pipe here and I welded a nut here, right there. And then you put a bolt in, and there's one on the other side, and it probably should have three. It helps keep it centered better. And let me get the size of that bolt for you. So I'm back. The collar itself is a piece of pipe. It's 1 5/8 ID, and these are 5/16 bolts, 5/16 nuts. So it's just everyday off the shelf stuff. And the axe head is just, like I said, is a single blade. It's not real sharp, but it will cut you. I'd show you my arm bleeding, but we're not going to do that. So anyhow, and you can see how I've got it set right here. Let me get you down just a touch. So there's the field windings. And these field windings, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them right in the middle here, this way. Try to cut through. And sometimes if it tries to roll on me, that'll be a problem. And then I've got to use a manual way of getting it done. But this is all done without using a saw or a cutoff wheel or anything. You don't get dust all over. It works really, really good. So let's get after this thing and see what happens. Okay, so you can see I'm kind of 2/3 of the way over this coil, and I'm not going to hit this one. So it's going to be at least 2 cuts, maybe 3, if I can't get through these. So we'll give this a little bit of a go here. Now I didn't opt for the what do they call it? The air operated pneumatic, that's the word I'm looking for. I didn't opt for the pneumatic jack. So this is all done by hand. And it gets a little hard at times. And the good thing is it's not trying to roll right now. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with a lot of that. I'll get it down a little bit farther and be back. Guys, if you look here real close, you can see the axe head has gone in through the laminations. And by the way, I'm going cross with the laminations, not cross. And you can see here it's split. It's crushing over here. And I'm definitely going to have 2, possibly 3 cuts in this thing. So, and I've got my bottle jack just about all the way on this one. You can probably see I've turned it around now. I'm going to cut on the other side. And other than taking a little bit more time than cutting it with a cutoff wheel or whatever way you've been doing it, this works really good. It takes a little time consuming, but it does a great job. Makes things really easy. It would be much easier if this was an air operated pneumatic 20-ton jack. This is the only thing hard is it's pump, 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 pump on it. So we'll go cutting through this for as far as we can go, and then we'll have to roll it again. Okay, you probably watched enough of me pumping on that, huh? All right, be back. I don't know if you can see this on the camera or not, but I've turned it one more time. Now this is my cut on that side. Now I'm right here in the middle. I'll probably push it back a little bit. If you look right here, these have already broke loose from the first cut. I've got them sticking out here and they're all bent on that side. So we'll line this thing up and do a little bit more pumping on it and keep going. Okay guys, I'm part way through, and as you can see it's splitting right here to go the rest of the way, but I'm real shallow on the pump. I'm only down that far. It's not even halfway yet. So, and again, I would highly recommend doing a pneumatic jack instead of by hand. You can do it by hand, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I've done many times before. But you would also, I would recommend, notice the handle here for my jack. It's about at least twice as long. Here's the original handle. Right here. I got it laying on top. So it's probably another 8 inches longer. And this handle is off of my jib crane. So it's an extra long handle, and yeah, it's much better, much more leverage, works better. Be back. So I moved this over on the bench for just a second. Wanted you to see inside it. Well, you can't see it from here, but right here, there's one of the layers here that didn't cut. Don't know why. But all these are cut all the way across, clear over to this side, clear down here, and we're cut clear down to here on the bottom. So these are all cut and ready to pull. Right there, right here, right in here. You can see I can stick a screwdriver past them. So I could probably pull a lot of this side off already. And we probably won't do that. We'll probably make this cut on this other side over here. We're going to probably do this cut next. And as you can see, might be a little too close. Even here, we're cut all the way across the top here, right to here. And I'm right on the coils right there. So that's what I wanted to show you. All right, be back. Hey guys, we're there. Well, went pretty well considering this is a big one. And you can see right here on the back side where my finger is, I missed one lamination in there. So we'll probably have to cut that. And there's a few stragglers I didn't get cut. So anyhow, that's the way it's done. It's fairly easy. I would strongly recommend you get something other than this hand pump here, because it's a lot of work with the hand pump. I mean, you got a 20-ton jack and you're trying to squeeze through all these laminations here to get your blade through there to cut all the core. So if you could just push a button and make it happen, it'd be much easier. Anyhow, that's enough of that. I'm going to start pulling copper here in a little bit. So I'll be back. Guys, I couldn't stand it. I had to start on this thing, so I started pulling it apart. This one is a little bit harder than others because of these. They're not plastic. I can't remember what these are. These might be fiberglass. You can see how they're in there to hold that's these. And it makes them pull harder, so you just stick the screwdriver in like this and pry them up. I don't know if I can do this one because I'm off balance. No, I can't. So you just work them and then they start pulling out, and then you get a patch of color like this over here. Like that over. Let me go over there. Now this has already been pulled. You can see it's still in pieces like they were here, but this light, you might want to see that there's a ton of copper in this thing and a lot of steel. All right, be back. And thank you guys for watching this one. It's probably a little boring in places, but it was fun to do anyhow. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, come back again. Give it a great comment. Stay safe out there and stay blessed, brothers.